MKG Enterprises Corp is offering private equity investments their company. Invest in companies you believe in. Get in on the ground floor. Investing in pre-IPOs. Facebook, Visa, General Motors, and more recently Uber are all publicly traded companies that were once privately owned. MKG Enterprises Corp was founded on March 23, 2013, and has maintained an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. MKG Enterprises Corp has generated over $1 million in revenue since inception. Our goal is to be listed on the OTC over-the-counter market and have over 50 shareholders owning 100 or more shares. We are in the pre-IPO stage and seeking $50,000 in capital investments from accredited and up to 35 non-accredited investors pursuant to Regulation D Rule 506C. A future equity agreement, SAFE, gives you the right to future shares in the company. If you invest, you're betting the company will be worth more than $5 million eventually. Listing on the NASDAQ requires 500 investors owning 100 or more shares. We are ready to go public and undergoing an PCAOB audit to file registration statement S-1 with the Securities Exchange Commission. 5,000 and up for diamond investors, diamond shares 1 cent per share. 2,500 and up for gold investors, gold shares 3 cents per share. 1,500 and up for silver investors, silver shares 10 cents per share. $100 minimum for bronze investors, bronze shares 16 cents per share. Why invest? The global market for tax preparation services is estimated at US $11.3 billion in the year 2020, is projected to reach a revised size in the United States to $13.9 billion by 2027, growing at a compound annual growth rate of 2.9% over the analysis period 2020 to 2027. What is the product? MKG Enterprises Corp is a diversified financial service company that provides personal and business digital tax filing app, banking as a service, real estate mortgage loans, and lending. Our goal is to succeed in building the next alternative financial institution and become the Central Valley's choice for innovative capital and collaborative leadership, promoting vibrant local communities and enhancing quality of life, dedicated to delivering responsible, affordable lending to help low-income, low-wealth, and other disadvantaged people and communities join the economic mainstream. Vision: to support low-income communities. Environmental: corporate governance is to expand economic opportunity for underserved people and communities by supporting the growth and capacity, providing access to capital to disadvantaged minority businesses, housing and community development ventures, increase jobs, and build sustainable communities by offering flexible financial products and advisory services. Credit is a cornerstone of the U.S. economy, and access to affordable credit is central to unlocking upward mobility and opportunity. The Fair Isaac credit score was invented in 1956 and remains the standard for determining who is approved for credit and at what interest rate. While Fair Isaac credit score is rarely the only input in a lending decision, most banks use simple, rules-based systems that consider only a limited number of variables. Unfortunately, because legacy credit systems fail to properly identify and quantify risk, millions of creditworthy individuals are left out of the system and millions more pay too much to borrow money. Mission: there is a growing segment of investors that are demanding that their capital be invested for both financial and social return. This is likely to lead to a fundamental change in the way people invest. In the last few years, we have seen an explosion of money invested into environmental, social, and governance products that have a social conscience, both a financial and social return. Over the next 30 years, some 30 to 40 trillion of wealth is expected to be transferred from the boomers to the next generations, predominantly the millennials. This is reinforced by the recognition that inequity in our society is at its worst point in decades, with data showing that 10% of the adult population owns 88% of the world's wealth, and a desire on the part of the next generation to see their capital used to transform some of our societal ills. Invest in world-changing organizations. Invest in companies you believe in. Together we can restore the American dream in which all people and communities have access to the investment capital and financial services they need to prosper. Community impact. Job creation. Close the wealth gap. Restoring the American credit system. Generating economic growth. Investing for the future. Empowering America's economically distressed communities. social responsible investing. Environmental, social, corporate governance. The goal is to give underprivileged and underbanked families access to consumer credit to be able to affordably finance auto loans, make a down payment on a home, investing and/or pay off debt. MKG Enterprises Corp Independent Mortgage Broker. NMLS ID 1370394.